respected chairman of the session, Farskaya, other scholars. So, as it has been already clear to you that the title of my paper is Towards Integration of Knowledge in Sayyid Nursi's Thought. As all of you know, the conditions prevailing during the Sayyid Nursi's period in Turkey and all over the world, there was a clash between the two mindsets. One, the secular mindset, and the another, theological mindset. And among theological mindset, they were not in a position to accept the natural sciences as a source of information, while as on the other side, or we can say the secularists, they were not in a position to accept a metaphysical aspect of, or the revelational aspect of the sciences or the God-given sciences. So I tried my level best to put forth the idea of Sayyid Nursi, what and how he wants to integrate both these sciences, and from his books, where he has clearly said that we must be the tahqiqi people, not the taqlidi. So when we are talking about the tahqiqi, so the whole information is available. For that very purpose, he is taking Quran as a source of information, where he is saying all the cosmological or the natural sciences, as well as those sciences whom we are saying the metaphysical aspect of the sciences, they are also available in Quran. And here, so one more aspect which he wants to convey, that when secularists outwardly rejected the role of metaphysics and theology in the contemporary human life, Sayyid Nursi outwardly denounces this attitude of the secularists and authorized the combination of science for the human development and progress. So, Sayyid Nursi, who is very authentic in his source, his point of view regarding science and the Quran is that science is the religion of illumination of scriptures, while as natural sciences are the light of the intelligence. The certainty becomes clear through union of the two, which prompts enticement and scheme. If the two sciences are divorced, it confers ascendance to unawareness and fanaticism in a religion, and concord and cynicism in the sciences. He also says, though he is not an advocate of the scienticism, but all times he insisted that there should be a combination of science and religious symbiosis, which theologians have to explore in depth to find the roots and free from the influence of the dying and decaying taqlid of the centuries. He is of the view, faith, as somebody posed this question earlier, faith points to unity, and unity points to devotion. Devotion leads to trust and patience, and this bears the happiness of the two worlds. He is also of the view that he who grasps the core, the essentials, no longer occupies himself with outward appearance, but he who does not know the truth loses himself in illusion. He who does not know the absolute way gets lost in exaggeration and understatement. He who has no measurement deceives himself. Let him be deceived and deceives others. But one point which I tried to find in Sayyid Nursi is this integration. There is no modern concept of the integration through the methods prevailing in the research methodologies or in the research field in the form of inferential concepts or inferential approach, which may be adopted to get the information how to infer the things, or we can say the complementary aspects, or another say the approach is modern, the inductive approach or the deductive approach through which we can apply and we can convince the modern scientists who have already faith upon these things. He criticized positivism. As somebody earlier said, the epistemological aspect, which is the backbone of the modern sciences. This concept is totally based on one thing, that is experimental aspect of the life. But when we go through the Quranic teachings, the cosmological, natural science of present or available in the Quranic verses. Lot of information. Take example, just we are talking about Surah Hadid, that is related to the iron. What Allah Ta'ala says, there are so many examples or so many benefits for you in utilizing this iron. So it is up to we people how we can utilize, how we can integrate faith as well as the modern sciences. For this very purpose, he is saying particularly about the Quran, what actually Quran is and how it helps us to overcome the present. So for this very purpose, in educational context, approaches help to develop the society on modern lines. Approach variability means effective way of thinking in order to move society on modern lines parallel to developed societies. According to Sayyid Nursi, Muslim intellectuals must adopt the ways which help to move society on progressive lines. In this regard, Muslims must adopt the approaches of what I am saying, inductive and deductive philosophies, so that we can move along with the modern challenges and we can stand as a civilization which it was earlier during the classical Muslim scholarship prevailing under Abbasids and the Umayyads in Spain, and then in Ottoman early period where the sciences were too much built, but later on why this took place, and at present what the triple IT in Huntington and Washington they are doing, they are trying to Islamize the social sciences. But my opinion, or it is a suggestion, not opinion, we must not Islamize social sciences. We must Islamize whole the structure of the knowledge. I hope if this Istanbul Foundation will go along in those lines or in this field, it may prove fruitful for us in the near future. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So any question to Dr. Ali Mohammed?
You started from metaphysics and then logically. I know the sermons of Nursi's 911 sermons of prophetic revelations on the sermons we were technically historically, or we call that metaphysics is technically, and you just started from there, and then there was no center in the paper. I would not understand it. And then you again went, I would say that what we call ideal state of prophet. What was this? Metaphysics is technically.
Is this a question or a suggestion?
Suggestion in your paper, there is no center, and you use it when he talks about the same, how do you call gospel?
So I think when we are talking about taqlidi doesn't mean for me just point to the things which existed there. Those things which are relevant. When we are saying integration of the knowledge, and integration here itself speaks about the things what is beneficial today and what is not beneficial. So we must not go through those things. What is beneficial from the medievalism, we can take help of those things. So that too is taqlidi in one aspect. So, but when we are saying complete taqlid, when things are not in conformity with the modern challenges, I think we doesn't need to go for the taqlid.